Ever feel like you're standing at the bottom of this massive mountain?
Yeah.
When it comes to like big goals,
Right.
you know, and you have to climb the whole thing at once.
For sure.
Well, today we're going to break down how to turn that climb
Okay.
into more manageable steps.
Yeah.
We're doing a deep dive into the world of daily goals.
Nice.
And how they can really transform your life.
Love it.
And we're using this really cool podcast called Steps to Success.
Oh, yeah.
Sarah and Ethan.
I've heard of that one.
Yeah.
It's great.
So if you're listening,
Yeah.
get ready to discover how these small daily actions
Okay.
can lead to some pretty big changes.
I'm excited.
Me too.
What really stood out to me about Sarah and Ethan's approach
Okay.
is their focus on this idea of micro progress.
Okay.
It's not just about setting any random daily goal.
Right.
It's about like strategically
Yeah.
breaking down these big, daunting tasks
Yeah.
into smaller steps.
Okay.
So it almost tricks your brain into feeling less overwhelmed and more motivated.
I love that.
Yeah, it's like this super clever way
Yeah.
to kind of hack our own psychology for success.
Okay, so I love that term micro progress.
Wow.
So imagine like waking up every day feeling super capable and in control.
Yeah.
And ready to tackle these smaller steps that get you closer to your bigger goals.
Absolutely.
That's what we're talking about, right?
Yeah. And there's actually a really strong neurological basis for this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You know, every time you achieve a goal,
Mm-hmm.
even if it's small,
Okay.
your brain releases dopamine.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just about that like feel-good feeling.
Right.
Dopamine's a neurotransmitter that actually strengthens those behaviors.
Oh, wow.
So by consistently hitting those daily targets,
Okay.
you're actually strengthening the pathways in your brain
Oh, I see.
that are associated with success.
Wow.
So it just makes it easier to stay motivated
Yeah.
and reach those bigger goals.
So it's like you're working out your success muscle,
Exactly. One rep at a time.
one rep at a time.
I like that.
Now, Sarah and Ethan in their podcast,
Yeah.
they gave some really great examples
Yeah.
of effective daily goals
Awesome.
that really highlight this concept.
Okay.
So like instead of aiming to be healthier,
Right.
you could set a goal
Mm-hmm.
to drink 8 glasses of water today.
Okay.
It's specific.
Yeah.
It's measurable.
Right.
And it's achievable.
I like it.
No vague aspirations here.
I love how actionable
Yeah.
those examples are. Like they also mentioned like setting aside 30 minutes
Uh-huh.
to declutter your workspace.
Right.
And it's amazing how these small concrete things
I know.
can really contribute to this feeling of accomplishment.
Totally.
And it can start shifting your mindset.
And that's the point, right?
Yeah.
It's not about checking things off a list.
Hmm.
These small wins
Yeah.
are all about proving to yourself that you're actually capable of taking action.
And you're achieving what you set out to do.
I see.
And that strengthens your self-efficacy,
Uh-huh.
which is basically your belief
Okay.
in your own ability to succeed.
So the more you achieve,
Right.
even in little ways,
Mm-hmm.
the more you believe you can achieve.
Gets you out
And that creates like
quickly.
this upward spiral
Yeah,
of confidence and motivation.
precisely.
I love it.
It's so fascinating how these seemingly small daily actions
Yeah.
can have such a big impact on our psychology
Right.
and our whole path to success.
Now, I think we can all relate to this.
Yeah,
Setting goals is the easy part.
for sure.
Sticking with them every day, that's the real challenge.
Oh, yeah.
Life gets in the way,
Right.
distractions pop up,
Totally.
and suddenly that to-do list is buried.
Yeah.
So how do we overcome that hurdle? How do we stay consistent?
Okay, so Sarah and Ethan,
Yeah.
they had some awesome advice.
Okay.
And it comes back to starting small. You want to build momentum,
Yeah.
not overwhelm yourself right away.
So don't try to climb the whole mountain
Exactly.
in one.
Yeah.
Start with like base camp.
Start small.
Yeah.
Work your way up.
Love it.
And once you've got some momentum going,
Hmm.
it's important to track your progress.
Okay.
Find a system that works for you,
Yeah.
whether it's a journal,
Mm-hmm.
an app,
Right.
or just a good old checklist.
Oh, I'm a huge checklist person.
I love checklists.
It's so satisfying checking things off.
Right.
A little mini celebration.
Exactly.
Always.
Many celebrations are important. Sarah really emphasizes
Mm.
acknowledging those small wins.
Right.
Don't just focus on what you didn't get done.
Right.
Celebrate the effort you put in
Yeah.
and the goals you did achieve.
Because it's all about building that positive feedback.
Yeah,
And it keeps the motivation going.
for sure.
So we've talked about setting goals, starting small,
Right?
staying consistent. What about reflection?
Oh, good point.
Did Sarah and Ethan talk about that?
They did.
Okay.
They actually stressed
Okay.
that taking just a few minutes at the end of each day
Uh-huh.
to think about what worked,
Okay.
what didn't work,
Mm-hmm.
is key for improving.
So it's not about beating yourself up. It's
Right.
about learning for next time.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
like taking those stumbles
Yeah.
and using them as data.
Right. So daily goals aren't about being perfect.
Nope.
They're about consistently getting better.
Totally.
So let's imagine what life can look like
Yep.
with consistent daily goal crushing.
I like it.
Sarah and Ethan talked about better discipline,
Right.
time management. What else did they mention?
They also mentioned a huge boost in self-confidence.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. Because when you're constantly
Right.
achieving your goals,
Yeah.
it just reinforces that belief in yourself.
Right.
It's like telling your brain,
Uh-huh.
hey, we can do this. We're capable.
We got this.
We got this.
So it's not just about finishing tasks.
Right.
It's about this bigger mental shift.
Yeah.
Rewiring your brain for success.
Exactly.
It's about becoming that person who sets goals and crushes them
one step at a time.
one step at a time.
And that's where the long-term benefits
Yeah.
really become clear.
It's like this ripple effect that
I guess
impacts your whole life.
That's the beauty of daily goals.
Okay, so we've covered a lot.
We have.
Why daily goals are so powerful.
Yeah.
How to set effective goals.
Right.
And how to stay consistent. But before we move on,
Okay.
I want to ask you, the listener, a question.
Okay, shoot.
What is one small daily goal
Yeah.
you're willing to commit to starting today?
That's a great question.
It can be anything.
Yeah. Anything.
Like drinking more water, taking a quick walk,
Right.
writing down things you're grateful for.
Love it.
Just make it specific,
Yeah.
measurable, and achievable.
For sure.
Write it down somewhere you can see it
Absolutely.
and promise yourself you'll do it.
Yeah.
It might seem small,
True.
but it's the start of something amazing.
It really is.
And remember, you're not alone on this journey.
We're all in this together.
We're figuring out how to climb our own mountains.
One step at a time.
One step at a time.
It's like those small wins start to add up
Yeah.
and you get this like momentum,
Right.
which is so powerful.
And it's like that old saying,
What's that?
a journey of 1,000 miles
Yeah.
begins with a single step.
Right.
But even that first step can feel
Oh, yeah.
daunting sometimes.
For sure.
So that's where breaking things down really helps.
Right.
Instead of 1,000 miles, focus on like just the first step,
Right.
then the next one,
Yeah.
and the next one.
And suddenly you've gone so far
Right.
without feeling overwhelmed by the whole thing.
It's like with that mountain analogy.
Uh-huh.
Don't just stand there,
Right.
looking at the peak, thinking, how am I going to get up there?
Totally.
Focus on the path in front of you.
Yeah.
Like that next handhold, or
Right.
foothold.
That's a great way to put it.
It's about focusing on the process,
Yeah.
not just the end result.
That's what Sarah and Ethan kept saying.
Okay.
It's about building a system,
Right.
a routine that helps you grow.
It's like building a staircase
Oh, I like that.
to success.
Okay.
One step at a time,
Yeah.
and every daily goal makes the staircase stronger.
I love that visual.
And as you build,
Yeah.
your confidence grows too.
Totally.
You start seeing yourself as someone who actually achieves things.
Someone who makes progress.
Exactly.
And that belief,
Yeah.
that self-efficacy, that's like the most powerful outcome
Yeah.
of this whole thing.
It's like you're changing your brain.
Totally.
Not just for these specific goals,
Right.
but for how you see
Yeah.
your own potential.
It's about becoming the best version of yourself.
Right.
One small win at a time.
But it's important to remember
Yeah.
it's a journey, not a destination.
Right.
There will be days
Oh, yeah.
when you don't hit all your goals.
For sure.
And that's okay.
Sarah and Ethan actually said
What's that?
that setbacks
Yeah.
aren't the opposite of success. They're part of it.
So it's about being resilient,
Right.
bouncing back.
And keeping going.
Exactly.
So as we wrap up,
Yeah.
what's the main thing our listeners should take away?
What should they feel inspired to do?
I think it's this.
Okay.
You have the power to shape your life.
Okay.
One day at a time.
Right.
One goal at a time.
So it's about taking control.
Yeah.
It all starts
With that first step.
It doesn't have to be huge.
Nope.
It can be small.
Yeah.
Something you can actually achieve.
Something gets you going.
Right.
The important thing
Yeah.
is to start
To take action.
and celebrate those wins along the way.
Right.
To acknowledge your effort.
Yeah.
Appreciate your progress.
Because that keeps you motivated.
Exactly.
Okay, before we finish up,
Yeah.
I have one last question for you,
Okay.
our listener.
Get me.
What is one small daily goal that
Yeah.
you will commit to
Yeah.
starting today?
It could be anything.
Right.
Like drinking more water,
Mhm.
going for a walk,
Mm-hmm.
spending 10 minutes meditating,
Oh, yeah.
writing down 3 things you're grateful for.
I love that one.
Make it specific,
Yeah.
measurable,
Mm-hmm.
and achievable.
Write it down.
Put it somewhere you'll see it.
Make a promise to yourself,
To take action.
even if it seems small.
It's the start of something amazing.
It really is.
And remember, you're not alone.
We're all in this together,
Figuring out how to climb our mountains,
one step at a time.
one step at a time. And remember, it's not just about checking things off a list.
Right.
It's about transforming your mindset
It's about rewiring your brain,
for success.
like becoming the kind of person who sets goals and crushes them.
Exactly. And that's where those long-term benefits,
Yeah.
they really start to become clear.
Right.
Like Sarah and Ethan,
Yeah.
they talk about better discipline,
Okay.
better time management,
Uh-huh.
and just this newfound confidence
Yeah.
that impacts all areas of your life.
It's like you build up this momentum,
You do.
and one small win leads to the next.
Exactly.
And suddenly, you're achieving things
Right.
you never thought you could.
That's the beauty of daily goals.
Yeah.
They're not just about the tasks.
Right.
They're about building that mindset
Yeah.
of growth and achievement.
So we've learned why daily goals are so important,
We have.
how to set effective ones,
Right.
and the secrets to staying consistent,
Absolutely.
and all the amazing benefits that come with it.
It's a journey,
It is.
not a destination.
And even though our deep dive is ending
Oh,
your
yeah.
journey with daily goals, it's just beginning.
That's exciting.
So here's one last question for you.
Okay.
What's one small daily goal
Mhm.
you'll commit to starting today?
Yeah. Write it down.
Put it somewhere, you'll see it.
Make a promise to yourself to do it.
Even if it seems tiny.
Right.
It's the start of something amazing.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Was fun.
We can't wait to see what you achieve.
One daily goal at a time.